Hey, what's up, everybody? Eddie Ohanian from Here's the Bling. I got Tony DeFreya from All Nutrient. We going over All Nutrient in today's world. And what we're going to be doing is discussing what has changed, why All Nutrient is ever important, even more so in today's world than ever before. And who better to talk about it than Tony? Hey, Tony, what's going on?
Hey Eddie, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate spending the time with you. And here's the bling, and being able to talk about some of our advances and some of our chemistries with you and your audience there in your demographic in the Chicago proper. So yeah, all nutrient. First of all, people need to know that we are 100% manufactured here in the United States. Makes us a little different. Also, it all began with a vision. Chuck Frank, the owner of All Nutrient, had a vision back in the early 1980s about bringing a more natural approach to hairdressing and to the study of hair and what the salons were doing. You know, back in the days when I first started out, chemicals in our industry were very, very harsh. Going right from shampoos. I mean, I can tell you that when I first started in the industry, my hands were literally rotting off from using the Castile shampoos and the high alkaline shampoos that were available, that were only available. And then Chuck had this vision of bringing natural organics and softer and milder products, but still effective, into our world of high toxicity and bringing us into a level of healthier. You know, a lot of time I talk to hairdressers, same as you, from all over the country. And everybody always says, I am looking to bring my clients the very best products available in today's market. Well, that's a great thought. But you know, the health and welfare of the stylist has to be in the forefront here also. You know, we have made products better for people. We don't have hand rot anymore. We don't have the issues that we used to have back in the day with the toxicities of some of the products that we were using, through the intervention of companies like All Nutrient and Chuck Frank having a vision of bringing more natural ingredients into our world that's made it a much better world for all of us to expand and bring new people into a safe environment, a cleaner environment, an environment where we didn't have outbreaks in our hands. And the client has benefited from this immensely, Eddie, because the client obviously is the end result user and is the beneficiary of all the good that has come into our industry. So, you know, we've made vast advances in chemistry of shampoo cleansing and balancing. You know, we got rid of ammonium lauryl sulfate and laureth sulfate. We're now into sarcosinates, which are much milder, much more but yet an effective cleanse. Mm-hmm. Our conditioners have now gone to vegetable-derived proteins and balancers, where before we were using more animal fats. You know, I don't know. I know you know, but I don't know if your audience knows that All Nutrient is 100% vegan. We have no animal byproducts in anything that we make, whether it's a shampoo, whether it's a conditioner, whether it's our hair color, whether it's no animal byproducts whatsoever.
You know, it's awesome that you bring that up, Tony, because especially in our environment and in our climate today, we're supplementing, we're taking vitamins, we're taking additional medications, we're actively looking for alternatives to the way things have been done before. You know what? I mean, I know you and I go about this all the time, but take a minute to truly explain the weight and the importance of that certified organic base and that you know, in the hair color, that vegan base in the retail, and just overall, because here's the problem. We're getting so many people seeking out All Nutrient because their clients are having reactions to what they're currently using right now. And it's not that what they're using, it's not that it's not working, it's just that we as a peoples are changing, right?
Sure.
And the sensitivities
and we're going to
through
keep changing, Eddie. Everything's always evolving and getting better. There are new things that are coming available in the world of our chemistry, of natural chemistry. They're going to make products even better in the future. And we're constantly looking for a better oil or a better protein. But you know, one of the things I wanted to stay on for just a second, if you would, is the vegan thing. You know, vegan is either a lifestyle or it's a need because of a medical condition. So when you have a product line that is advertising or is certified 100% to be vegan, you are opening a door for people that have a specific need. Now, if you're a vegan because you don't like the way animals are treated and processed, that's a choice. But if you're a person that can't eat animal byproduct, steak or chicken or whatever, because of a problem with the body digestion or just the way your body rebels to it, you don't have a choice. And we're getting into hypersensitivities now. It's not just, okay, if I eat too much meat, I get it. No, now it's even topical. It's even gone further than that. It's even gone to vapor inhalation that can cause a trigger. So by being a vegan-based product line, we have opened the doors for many, many people, including stylists, including all their customers, that want to live that lifestyle in. So is it important for us to be clean? Now, the vegetable proteins that you referenced, you know, a lot of them are certified. Some of them are not because they're not available and certified. Things from the rainforest that are clean are not certifiable, but they are clean because they grow naturally in a rainforest. So we're always looking for something new, something better, something cleaner that we can add. We're trying to give you the cleanest, mildest possible, but yet working effective product, whether it's a cleanse, whether it's a balancer, whether it's a color, whether it's a styling product or a finishing product. All of it falls into that realm of veganism and clean. Now, the other thing that goes with vegan is the gluten-free. As much as we like to talk about the vegan thing, there is a big, big eruption right now in this country of people being gluten intolerant. And there are different levels of gluten intolerancy. Some are very, very mild and they're not even noticeable. They don't really ever been tested as a gluten intolerant. And then you have the ones that are very, very active that are in distress, that have issues. And those people are taken care of with all nutrient also because all our products from shampoos and 100% gluten-free. So you and I, we talk a lot, okay?
Yeah.
And I've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of the clients there from Hair to Bling, all right? How many times have we done a class? And I always bring up the gluten-free because I have a player in the game of this gluten-free. Not me, thank God, but a granddaughter who's gone through, she is now 16, almost 16 and a half. And since she was a baby, she had issues with digestion and all that stuff, okay? And they changed diets and they did this and they did that and they adjusted and she grew and she was a normal kid. But then the last 4 or 5 years, she has been having a lot of issues to the point where my son and his wife had to actively search out what the cause of all this distress is. And it turned out after multiple visits and tests and scans and blood labs and biopsies and upper GIs and look, finally, she was diagnosed as being a celiac patient. Celiac is very hypersensitive to glutens. And again, people have different degrees of sensitivity. She is up here, okay? Hers is so bad that she cannot cook her food in an oven where there's some gluten being cooked. Like, in other words, if my daughter-in-law was baking bread, she couldn't put my granddaughter's food in that oven because the vapor from the bread would contaminate her. She could get a reaction. She can't go into a bakery, Eddie, okay? This is the world that we're living in right now. We've become hypersensitive. Years ago, if you had a problem, it was ingested, you broke out in a rat. Not now. You inhale the vapor. You put a cream on your hands, put a cream on your face that has gluten in it, they will get reactions. Not everybody. So for that reason, when we make a product, and we can very nicely say that we are 100% gluten-free and 100% vegan, that is volume. Volume. because of the way our industry is right now. There are people, every client, everybody, and every salon has clients that either are vegan because of the need or because of a lifestyle, and who need to be gluten-free. We've got it. But, maybe we need to make that more aware. And that's why I was very excited when you asked me to do this little podcast with you, because I wanted to get that out, to let you know that these are advances that were made in our industry through the dedication of men like Charles Frank, like All Nutrient, the company, that are making strides to give the hairdresser a better platform to work on and to give the customer a better platform to live on. So it's an expansion. And have we made progress over the last few years? Yeah. One of the big attributes is we've taken propylene glycol out of the picture. We do not use propylene glycol in any of our products, whether it's a shampoo, a conditioner again, or the color, or the permanent color, or the color the keratin color. No propylene glycol. We use, and you know what glycols do. They are an emulsifier that keep things from separating. It's like, you go to the grocery store and you go down the salad dressing aisle and you see the oil and vinegar on the shelf and they're separated, right? And then you see the cream dressings that are not.
Right,
the cream dressings use a glycol to keep everything together so it doesn't separate. That's what we need to do with our product lines here. So we use Zimea, which is made by Dow Corning. For us, it's made from corn. It's a sugar-derived glycol, ultra mild, manageable, organic, GMO-free, and we're the only ones using it. Why? It's expensive. It's expensive. But we make our products here in the United States. We can do that. We're not paying boat freight. We're not paying import tax. We're here. We're in Manchester, New Hampshire. We make everything right here. So
it really is one of the most important things, and it's one of the most amazing things, especially over the years, being made in America. That in itself is amazing. Being the cost control for all of this has been absolutely amazing. And just the level of dedication that you guys have provided in the way of understanding the hypersensitivities that you were talking about, and just seeking out those better ingredients, and this is exactly why I wanted to have this conversation with you, Tony. So I truly, truly appreciate you spending the time with us today. You're definitely a fan favorite. I can't wait to get you back to Chicago, so we could do some more events
together. Can I leave
you
with one thing on this segment?
Yeah.
I am challenging every salon owner or every salon booth renter or anybody that's using our line to put up a sign in their salon. And if I can get our graphics people to maybe even jump in on this, we are 100% vegan and gluten-free. So, All Nutrient, 100% vegan and gluten-free. I will guarantee that every salon owner or booth renter or stylist that puts up that sign will get a reaction from a client immediately saying, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I can't have gluten in my diet. I didn't know that they were vegan. I happen to be a vegan. So take the challenge. Do the test. Put up the sign. Put up the sign and just see what happens. Tell me if it doesn't stimulate discussion or dialogue in the salon, which is always healthy, right? When clients talk, that means that they're engaging and they're interested, right? And tell me if it doesn't obviously spur something in the retail sector later on.
You better keep your phone charged, because now I'm going to start getting phone calls about that challenge, and I'm going to call you.
It's okay. No, just call Eddie. Don't call me. Call Eddie. Eddie's right there in your backyard. Actually, Eddie will even come out and deliver the signs.
I'll hang it up for you too, right? Yeah, thank you. You always volunteering me for the crazy stuff.
You're the best. You're the best. Right.
That's I can't even. I love you, Tony.
Oh man, this is too much fun.
That's another segment from Here's the Bling, and with our special guest from All Nutrient, Tony. Thank you very, very much. As always, you guys have a questions, let us know. Leave us a comment. We'll catch you all next time. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Eddie.